coverage you can count on with Chief Meteorologist Taylor Knust and the Way 31 Storm Tracker Early Warning Radar Network.
Smooth sailing on this Friday across North Alabama. A look at your Way 31 Skycam network brought to you by Thompson Roofing and Construction, showing the clouds are building and they're going to stick around through most of the night tonight. And we've cooled down a little bit with temperatures in the 50s, and we'll stay in the 50s for another couple of hours before falling to the 40s later on tonight. Your Way 31 Storm Tracker Early Warning Radar Network, all clear right now, and it's going to stay that way this evening through early tomorrow, but big changes coming our way this weekend. Regional view of the radar and satellite picture shows a lot of rain in southern Alabama into the Florida Panhandle, across the Gulf, and then back here is where we have our next developing system near northeast Texas. Upper level low is what we call it, and this is going to linger around the southeast over the weekend, and it's going to produce quite a bit of rain across the region as well as it meanders along the Gulf Coast and then heads north toward the Carolinas on Sunday. So when it's said and done, we're looking at several inches of rain possible up the Carolina coast, back toward Georgia, parts of Florida. It'll be a soaker of a Saturday and Saturday night in Alabama as well. Here's what it looks like for us in North Alabama. We're dry tonight. We're dry to start the day on Saturday. We'll see those temperatures return to the 50s during the day on Saturday. But as we get to those 50s, we'll see the showers start to build from the south to the north. I think by late afternoon, that's when we'll really start to see the widespread rain develop, and it is going to stick around through Saturday evening and most of Saturday night as well. As we move through Saturday night, temperatures begin to cool. Most of us will stay several degrees above freezing, but if you get into the higher elevations of northeast Alabama, it may get just cold enough to see a transition from that rain to at least a rain-snow mix, if not altogether some snow developing late on Saturday night through early Sunday morning. The time frame looks to be probably after 2 a.m. on Sunday morning, continuing through maybe 8 o'clock in the morning or so, and then quickly it clears out once we get to the mid and late morning hours of Sunday. First of all, rainfall forecast is rising. Many of us could get an inch of rain at least. Some of you might get an inch and a half of rain on Saturday through Saturday night. So it's going to be a soaker of a rain that comes our way. As far as the snow is concerned, most of us will not see any accumulations. The exception may be parts of northeast Alabama, the Cumberland Plateau. Head up to Franklin County, a trace to 1 inch will be possible near Winchester. I think it's possible parts of Sand Mountain get a trace to 1 inch of snow as well. There's Eider with that forecast. Over to Mentone, same situation on parts of Lookout Mountain. It is possible that we see a trace to 1 inch of accumulation there. That's primarily going to be on the grass, not so much the roadways. As for Albertville, over to Arab, a trace will be possible early on Sunday. Any snow that does happen to stick is going to quickly melt away as we head towards Sunday afternoon when the sun returns. Thankfully, it will be warm enough, and the recent warm weather will help mitigate the threat for travel issues. I think it's highly unlikely that we see any accumulating snow on local roadways. So that is the good news, and hopefully there will be minimal impacts if we do see any wintry weather this weekend. Looking ahead to next week, Thursday is still a day we are watching for severe weather potential across all of Alabama. Storm Prediction Center highlighting all of Alabama for a threat for severe weather next Thursday. The fine details on what exactly we will see and the exact timing remains to be seen in the coming days. Stay tuned to Way 31 for the latest on that. It will warm up next week after a cooler weekend. Highs back to the 60s starting next Monday.